Na 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 na. Hurricane miracles are still totally possible. But just in case they're not, here are some giant boobs to convey the possible doom level that could happen over the next 5 days to the Carolinas. Is that $100 hotel? Bitch, this shit is serious. Yeah, look at that. That would be a lot of rain for a lot of people. Gold is having its best year since 1979. Incredible, says Brew Markets. And remember, gold is having its best year since Jimmy Carter. And at that time, the Federal Reserve raised rates from 11% to 12%. Super zip zap pow. Silver soars to the highest price in more than 14 years. And Tylenol maker Kenvue has now lost 1/3 of its value in 2 months. That's a $15 billion market cap. As the president, Donald J. Trump, continues his war on Tylenol. Earlier, he was like, hey, a pregnant woman, do not use the Tylenol unless absolutely necessary. Hey, space debris broke up over California last night. Na 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 na. Weather Track US. A concerning situation is now becoming more likely in terms of rainfall for the Carolinas, Virginia, the Appalachians, from Imelda. A pre-event remains possible. Here, you're saying you get 4 to 5, 6 inches. Remember Helen? I would say if it is a hurricane situation, you definitely get 20 or 30 inches of rain. Consumer sentiment on Main Street has plunged to 55.1, the 7th lowest reading in history. As people are like, hey, why is everything so expensive? Please don't tell me everything is wonderful now. Na 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 na. Anyway, that song was written in the year 2000, and I saw Everclear Local H and Sponge last night at the Legacy in Plano. And wow, that song hit so hard. Anyway, really great night, really great show, really great venue, and really strange days ahead. People are obsessed with saying, like, oh my God, 3i Atlas is a giant alien spaceship. Yeah, Hurricane Imelda. There's a chance it could go out to sea. There's a chance it could hit the Carolinas. I would still say there's even a small chance it could hit Florida. I don't know, there's a chance this thing may pull like a Hurricane Harvey. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how close this is to affecting the USA land, coastal areas, soon as Monday, and how little they're sure about it. Da-da-boo. October comes early. A month known for ghosts and monsters. Call it fear-mongering, but there's a possibility of catastrophic storm surge. Not sure why nobody's talking about this. But yeah, no. Dude, yeah. So, just saying, stay aware, stay cool, have a plan. Like, so get your favorite shoes to the higher levels. These are the ladies of Asepa. Yeah. And lately, Karina's been like, have you noticed I'm one of the most beautiful women in the whole world? And we're like, yes, ma'am, we have. The economy seems to be doing great for people who are already rich. Man, so in Plano, I saw this Aston Martin. I wonder how much auto insurance is on it a month. I also saw this and that. Did you know drones over Denmark have closed the airport 3 days in a row now? Hey, know your zone. if you're coastal, you know, that's hot. What do we have here? GFS run hot off the presses, and it has a landfall on Tuesday. And I know they're saying there's a 100% chance Umberto is going out to sea. How much do you trust these days? I'm just saying, with the possibility of 2 hurricanes right off the coast, be prepared for the worst. I'm not saying, but they could form into like a super giant storm and then go out to sea, or they could form a super giant storm and then hit the USA, or just one of them could hit the USA, or both of them could hit the USA. Who knows, man? There are so many weird steering factors going on that it's just best to be prepared if you were in the coastal zone. Are you a Jim Can kind of a guy, or a Jim Can't Ori kind of a guy? Right, that joke was bad. But yeah, the complex steering pattern is crazy, and there's a lot of unknowns with this shit, yo. So, and it does seem like Umberto's kind of trapping Imelda, giving her no place to go. And just to give you an idea of the uncertainty that lies within the outcome of 94L, I want to show you the 00Z run for the operational Euro last night. All right, let's do that. That would suck, because then it would be like up, rain, storm surge, back out, more rain, more storm surge. Yeah, that would be totally devastating. Latest Euro also has landfall on Tuesday, and that would make this a almost major hurricane over there. And there's no telling how strong Imelda will get. But if you want the rainbows and unicorns forecast, the Euro AI is like, y'all ain't got shit to worry about. What they're both going to do is just come up to the coast and say, hello, beaches, and then kind of wander off. And, that's still possible. But then we're going to kind of try to scare you again, but then we're just going to wander off again. The gem is like, I too believe in beautiful women who are nice, rainbows, unicorns, and no hurricane landfalls from Imelda or Umberto. The NAB gem is like, yeah, you ain't got shit to worry about either. These are only individualistic, determined, single model runs. What about the icon? What's the icon say? Well, we're about to find out together, you and I. It's going to be a crazy looking situation, though, when it happens. Oh, Fujiwara effect. Just safety, but it turns it into a major hurricane. Something to take note of. So, yeah, going to be a super fascinating weekend. Oh, yeah, it's Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. Hope you are going to have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Yeah, it's a crazy situation. Big Joe Bastard I better not hear how great Google DeepMind was on what could turn out to be a monumental rain event for the Carolinas. 24 hours ago, it had no tracks to the coast. Now it is seeing it. Obviously, it sees what we all knew with Umberto. AI tools are not the get the answer, not the answer, get the, or whatever. Shit, what's going on? Platinum moonshot to the highest price in more than 12 years. Hey, did you know, China banned cryptocurrency, and their inflation's been a steady 2%, for like the last 10 years. Correlation, causation, platinum moonshot. Adele has officially declined performing at the upcoming Super Bowl. Well, sure, because they don't pay. Did you know that? They don't pay? Oh, wait, they say the Super Bowl winner colors are always in the logo. So who's like pink and teal? Is there a pink uniform team in that? Slovakia passed an anti-liberal law to recognize only two sexes. And those sexes are people who are having it and people who aren't. There are signs in the heavens, and this sign is a shark's fin aura. So, ay caramba. A lot of near-Earth asteroids swinging by lately. 0.2, that's close. 0.6, that's close. 0.2, that's close. 0.1, that's really close. The 24th is all in the last few days. And hey, today, asteroid 2025, super sexy 7. Ooh, and then the 28th, super sexy 5. Oh. I mean, they're not. Super sexy 7 is a tiny little thing. And super sexy 5 is a little bigger. You know, fascinating. I'm like, woman, what is your condition code? And she's like, I'm a 5, which is weird because she's a 7. But super sexy 5 has a condition code of a 6. I don't know, make of that what you will. That's, yeah, okay. North Carolina, South Carolina folks, please read this. We are tasked with communicating a high impact but medium probability event. Two drastically different but equal probable outcomes. Big communications challenge. Please err on the side of caution. And if it does hit, I would guarantee you there's going to be a spot getting over 20 inches of rain. And you do not want to be in that spot. Yeah, and there's 69% chance of a government shutdown. And let me say this, as a centrist who is not a Democrat or a Republican, and I really hate politics, I remember when Biden was president, Elon and Trump were like, shut the government down, shut the government down, shut the government down. It's spending way too much money. And now it's like, lulz, dude. Anywho, I've always thought it's a bad idea to shut your government down because your government has a currency. And what does that say for the currency if the government itself can't stay open? Anyway, I'm just saying. And I've never thought shutting down the government is a good idea or a good sign. I don't think they should do it now. I didn't think they should do it under Biden, but it is always, I mean, it's just like I'm saying, the whole like, the guys who were like, oh my God, shut the government down, that'd improve everything, are now in power and are like, no, keep the government open. You know? Crazy how that works. All right, Arizona, I didn't forget about you. Monsoon season. Watch out. Floods. Possible tornadoes. All right. Stay cool. Have a great day. I'll talk to y'all in the near future. God bless everyone. In October, Christmas is only like 4 days away. Oh, yeah. Wait. Last night at like 11 p.m., Trump was like, I'm going to tariff a bunch of new shit. How about 100% tariff on pharmaceuticals? 50% tariff on kitchen cabinets, 50% tariff on bathroom vanities and associated products, 30% tariff on upholstered furniture, 25% tariff on heavy trucks. And talking about interest rates, like I was saying, when gold was skyrocketing in 79, when interest rates, they raised them from 11 to 12%. And Trump was like, no. I want interest rates down to 2%. Way too much economic doom. Anywho. Na 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 na. Don't tell me everything is wonderful now.